Da, 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 da. Episode 55. This is MP Fox.
This is MC Fox.
And it's about time.
I know.
What's happening tonight?
MC's Kiss Stuff Part 1.
That's
AKA 1.
one, aka one. We've talked about it.
Yeah, but we've never done it.
We've alluded to
We've
it.
talked about it for like so long and we've not done it.
And now it's January.
And that means it's time to do it.
And let's do this. There's a little disclaimer. We're going to run through MC's Kiss stuff. You're not going to see it all tonight. This might be a 15, 16 part episode, 20 part episode. He's got a lot of stuff in there. That's why he calls it the Kiss Museum. So we're going to bring out little bits and pieces for your viewing pleasure. I don't think that you could take it all in at one time, right, Mateo?
No.
Because if you did, what would happen to your head? That's right. So, we're going to go bit by bit, show LPs here, vinyls there, because they're the same thing. And we're going to go shelf to shelf. Eventually, we'll get up and we'll go take a look at the walls when we get to that part, because his walls are full of Kiss pictures, posters, this, that, the other thing, right?
Everything else that you can imagine.
Yes. But we're going to start out first with this.
A Kiss Love Gun 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle.
A Kiss 1000 jigsaw piece puzzle. You still see it's still in the shrink wrap because he's a hoarder collector. Anything special about this?
Well, it does say known for their face paint, mobile performances, and some of the greatest rock anthems of all time.
They're known for face paint?
Yeah.
Kiss has face paint?
Oh, okay.
Get out of town. Get out of town.
Okay.
Well, no, not really, because we have more stuff to go through here.
Exactly.
Well, that is cool, and I got a feeling this box is never going to be opened. Correct?
Agreed.
Agreed. So it's going to go back up there in itself. But we got some other cool stuff which has been opened. What do you have there in your hand, Teo?
I have this Gene Simmons Hot Rockin' Steel car from 1996.
Yep, it's like a little Hot Wheel there. It's actually a 96 Viper, correct?
Correct.
Right there. It comes on this little stand with a picture of
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons himself. And oh, look at the back there.
Signature.
Well, yeah, it's his little autograph that's stamped on a bajillion of these because Gene Simmons is a master of marketing, right?
Yeah.
Market the band. Money, money, money. What else do you have to go along with this?
I have an Ace Frehley one.
Ace Frehley.
We've actually seen him live.
We have seen him live without his makeup.
It was.
So you got the Ace, and that is also on a nice little stand. What else do you have?
I have a Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley. Nice. Star Child. Cool beans. And last but not least,
I think you might know who this last one is. If you know Kiss. Peter Criss.
it's Peter Criss, the Cat Man.
Yeah, but there's something funny about it.
What is funny about it, Mateo?
Well, the pictures of Gene, Paul, and Ace with the cars are actually from 1996. But Peter Criss's is from 1976.
1996? 1976. Now, why do you say that, Mateo?
Well, one, I can tell because the costumes are different. And I can tell that this one's older.
Yeah? Most excellent. Do you know what else I can tell?
What?
That if you need to change the oil, the hood's open, so you can change the oil in the car. Right? You got to pull it in the garage, change the oil.
Exactly.
Isn't that something? So we're
know.
going to have to do the 5,000 mile checkup. But let's move on to some vinyls we have here. Again, we're not going to show them all because that would take far too long. Way long. But the first one
is Kiss Originals.
Kiss Originals. That one you don't see too often. That one is in a beat-up, used condition, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
But it had the first 3 albums.
Yep, it's got the first 3 albums are on there, and it's an awesome album. What's the cover look like? I love that cover. The hottest band in the world. And then you see in there's a picture of their faces in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And again, way to go, Gene. Put out 3 albums, crank out an originals later on with the 3. After you do an live one, making the money.
Get some cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Now, this is another album, and this happens to be, and I'm going to jump in a little bit, my all-time favorite Kiss album, and why I've said it before, because I got this one when I was 10 years old for Christmas, and again, it shocked my grandmother. Oh, shocked me, but it's not that album that's on there. Which album is it there, Mateo?
If you want to guess it, you can guess it, but you only have a few seconds.
Because we're going to show you now.
I'm giving it a few seconds.
Okay.
All right, time's up.
Kiss
Destroyer.
Destroyer.
If you got that correct, please say correct.
Correct. And what year was that put out?
1976.
1976. And what is your favorite song off of that album?
That's a toughie. I'm probably going to say probably Flamin' Youth.
Flamin' Youth. That is a very unique song.
What's yours?
My favorite song off there is probably King of the Nighttime World.
I thought it would be God of Thunder.
Well, that was my first favorite Kiss song ever, was God of Thunder. But this was their big, huge breakout album because they had the ballad in there called Beth. And Beth was actually a song that who sang, do you remember? In his original band before he was with Kiss.
No.
He was the drummer, Peter Criss. And I think the song was called Nancy. I don't remember. But this was the one because it got radio play, it got crossover, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, Kiss!
Yep.
Yep,
That's
and then
when
all
the
the
blow-up came.
Yep, and then all the Bible bangers said Knights in Satanic Service, and there was the big craze going on then too. We got another album that Mateo's going to show you on this first round of vinyl.
Now this one is rare for on vinyl. I got it a while ago. Thanks, Dad, for making me not have it. But I got my own like 2 years later.
Yep.
Kiss Killer.
Kiss Killers.
And you know what's the cool part about it? It's got the German S's.
The German S's. Yep. In Germany, and still to this day in Germany, Kiss cannot have their S the way it is because of the swastika, which goes back to World War II. So if you look at all the German products, they've got S's that look like this. So you can tell if there's a German release. Teo's got another German release. What was it? The greatest of
Greatest of the Soul.
You'll see it at some point.
Yeah, you will.
But it's got S's like this. And he's alluding to, once upon a time, a little tiny Mateo gave Daddy this for Christmas. And as soon as I opened it, he said,
I want it.
I want it. But he didn't get it. So I framed it, and it's hanging on the wall. And
I wanted to throw a
so
baseball at it. So
now
it'd be
he's got
mine.
this one. Oh, on with the
What's your
next
favorite
Kiss
song
album.
off it?
Oh, my favorite song on there? Oh, gee, there's so many good ones. There's like Cold Gin on there. There's Love Gun on there. There's Shout It Out Loud on there.
Easy peasy.
What's your favorite?
Down on your knees.
Yeah, my favorite is probably I'm a Legend
I
Tonight.
knew you were going to say
Because
that.
that comes from what album?
Colors.
Killers, exactly. All right, we got the next album, which happens to be my least favorite Kiss album
Hey,
ever.
Don't talk about that.
Okay, what
it's
is it,
It's a good
Teo?
album. It's actually a really good album.
Okay.
Kiss smashes, trashes, and hits. 15 years of history.
15 years of history, and I think the thing should be smashed, trashed, and but then again, that's because the Moneymaker Gene is just keeping churning stuff out. It's another greatest hits album, not really my favorite. So,
Oh, hold on.
oh, and I wanted to move on, and now he's opening it up. Da da da!
It's a picture disc.
It's a picture disc. And what era is the picture with their makeup? Do you know?
Yes.
You do.
Yes,
Okay.
it is
I'll get it.
from Destroyer era.
The Destroyer era. But it is cool. It's Mateo, a picture disc that Mateo has.
What's your favorite song off it?
My favorite song off it is Put It Away. That's my favorite song.
That's not a song.
Okay.
Put it away!
Yeah. But now we're going to talk about another album, and here is Mateo sharing more of his Kiss knowledge. You've already got some, but you're going to get some here. And what album is this, Mateo?
Rock and Roll Over.
Rock and Roll Over, which is a great, great Kiss album. That is what, their fourth studio album?
Yeah.
Yep, fourth studio album. And what is so cool about this particular Rock and Roll Over? I'm going to make sure that we grab that particular Rock and Roll Over. But what is so cool about it?
This one is not the regular version. Why? Because Paul Stanley is having tears.
Yep, this one, if you notice, Paul Stanley has got little blue tears coming out of his eye right there. And on the regular print of Rock and Roll Over, he does not have blue tears. Do you remember why he's got blue tears on this one?
Kind of, but not.
Kind of, but not. The reason why he's got the blue tears on this one is it was a special release for Columbia Records. You remember when you all filled out the little check marks for the albums that you want, and the cassette tapes you want, and the 8-tracks you want to be part of the record club? Well, this was an exclusive for Columbia Records, and that is why the tears are on there, just to set it apart from the ones that you would buy in a regular record store. Or the tears are for the fact that you never sent in the fact you didn't want the month selection and they kept sending you stuff and charging you. Maybe Paul was crying about that. But
Or maybe Paul was crying about thinking of making Tears Are Falling.
maybe that's the beginning of the song. Tears are falling. Oh no. But
Tears Are Falling.
that is part one of Mateo's Kiss Museum collection stuff because you wanted the best.
And you got the best. MC's Kiss Collection.
That's right. So,
I'm MC Fox.
and I'm MP Fox, and da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da. Peace!
We want to see you later.